What is going on, YouTube people? New York Cards and Comics here today. Little chitty chat about 2024. And what I think is I don't want to say like the greatest threat. Let's call it the biggest problem. The biggest problem facing the sports card world, hobby, whatever you want to call it. And this affects collectors, investors, flippers, whatever you are. I think this should be the number one thing on the radar. And I'm not talking about like some crazy scam that we don't know about yet or the next card to get backdoored. Like, legitimately, this is an industry-wide thing that affects everybody. And I think it could hurt the overall growth in the short term. And there's just a lot of tendrils of this. And it's something we've talked about before. And that's the battle between mom and dad that's going on right now. The fight between Panini and Fanatics really sucks for everybody. You know, I have the CJ Stroud up on screen, the Panini Instant Auto. You know, as of right now, this is his only licensed Texans jersey autographed card. It very well could be his only rookie Texans licensed autographed card. He'll have unlicensed stuff, obviously. And at some point in time, he'll have a Topps Chrome, you know, Texans auto. But officially licensed, signed, and printed in his rookie year. This is it. And this battle of exclusivities is a byproduct of Panini versus Fanatics, as they've kind of taken it to that level. You could see that's where it's been going all this year, and it's going to continue. Like, every month, we see the next kid that no one's really heard of signing an exclusive deal with one company or another. And ultimately, it sucks. Like, it really hurts collectors because they can't chase cards that they want or buy cards that they want of a particular player that they root for. You know, they can't get a CJ Stroud rookie auto. They can't get a Bryce Young rookie auto. And in this case, we have one. But going forward, that won't be the case. You know, if you want a Spurs Wemby rookie auto pack pulled, that's your only option. Sure, you can get cards signed in person, and maybe that'll be a smart play. Who knows? But the ability to hunt for this stuff is now taken from us. It's not going to be in product. Or it's going to be some unlicensed nonsense where they're in pajamas like we've already seen Topps put out. It's going to drastically, you know, one of the things I am most curious about at the beginning of this year, you know, Prism First Off the Line is basically out right now. It started breaking today when I'm recording this. I'm recording this Thursday afternoon / evening to go up Friday morning. And that's not a big autograph product. So we're not going to see, like, I don't know that this is the release that we're going to see how much this impacts things. What I am super curious for is what happens when we get to, I mean, National Treasures and Flawless, for one. How the hell do they thread that needle with those products? What do those box prices look like? But even like something like Panini One, you know, that has, they're fake patches, but they have nice fake patches with autos on them. And that's a fun product, not to rip, but I love buying singles from that product. They're great cards for collectors. I had some Baker Mayfield autos over the years from that product. I had some Nick Chubb autos over the years from that product. And they're relatively affordable, but like those just aren't going to exist. Like those are just gone. No autos in Select. This is going to affect XRC autos. Obviously, we've seen that already in previous years with the way they've had to kind of tweak that product. And I still don't know, like, how many common collectors know that this is a thing. Like, I have to imagine there are people buying into Prism breaks this weekend and this upcoming week when Prism comes out that are assuming that they could get a Stroud rookie auto. I'd be shocked if every person buying into a break knows that Stroud autos aren't in there, Levis autos aren't in there, and that Young autos aren't in there. I'd be willing to bet a certain percentage of people don't even know that. Now, that's on them. They should research the checklist. You know, all those caveats apply, but it's a feel bad. And then we're left in limbo town in the middle. because we don't know what's going to happen with these licenses. You know, Topps and Panini are battling it out over the NFLPA stuff. There's been mixed messaging on that. You know, does the whole thing flip the script all of a sudden? If you're a WWE collector, just to kind of move out of football, you were really left in a bind for a while. You didn't even know if any more releases were coming out. It appears that there might be more wrestling releases coming now based off some court rulings, but we're still not even 100% sure about that. And then this battle over the NFLPA license, like, are we going to see, I still have a sneaking suspicion we see some sort of Topps Chrome release that is pajama cards, or maybe it's not even a flagship product, but I feel like they're going to want to try to put something out if the NFLPA gave them the go ahead, but they still can't use the team logos. What does that do to things? What does that even look like? And then if they get access to this stuff early and Panini completely goes away, what does that look like? Overall, we all know that the Fanatics monster is coming. There is nothing that can really be done about it unless the courts make a wild decision and go against them, which just doesn't seem like it's going to be the case, at least in the long run. Maybe in the short term, they can't get access to the stuff early. But in the long run, I don't know that Panini stands much of a chance in beating back Fanatics in this. The sooner this all gets resolved, the better off we're all going to be. I get it. It would be great if competition was there, but let's be honest, we didn't have competition before. If you wanted licensed football cards and basketball cards, you had to go to Panini. If you wanted licensed baseball cards, you had to buy from Topps. End of story. Now it just happens to be that all three of those are under one roof. And I get it. The monopoly thing is not great. And Fanatics has some stuff they have to work out. They've also done some cool stuff as well. But remember, Fanatics got into this to make money. So it is in their best interest for cards to survive, advance, and remain popular. So you would think they wouldn't be dumb enough to kill the golden goose that they just acquired and have full control over once they get it. So are they going to do some dumb stuff that pisses us off? Yes. But they've also done some cool stuff too. The MVP buyback program, the 101 debut patches, you know, those sorts of things are great. Backdooring cards, not good. Accidentally putting extra 101s in packs, not good. But regardless of all that, the quicker this stuff gets resolved and everything is under one house, or if it's not going to be under one house, the courts rule the other way, the sooner we know that, I just feel like the better off everyone will be. Collectors can make better informed collecting decisions and have a better idea of what's going on and where the cards are at for the players that they want. Flippers / investors, whatever you want to call it, will have a better sense of what's going on from both a singles perspective and a sealed wax perspective. In the meantime, we're just kind of all stuck in the middle here as mom and dad argue back and forth, and you know, we're up at the railing looking down to the kitchen at night, hoping they get done arguing soon so we can eat dinner. It's just, it sucks. It really sucks. And I think this is going to be something that looms over everything in 2024 as more and more of these exclusives come to fruition and the more and more legal mudslinging that goes on between these two forces. Hopefully it gets resolved and things can get back to normal. That's all I got for you, boys and girls. Catch you on the next one. Peace.